For the last 15 years, the North Carolina Education Lottery has raised $8 billion for education programs. And get this, the lottery raises $2 million per day on average for education. Where does the money go in the education system? Who decides how it's going to be used? And what new games are on the way for the lottery? These are just some of the questions that we're going to go through today on Who Wants to Know. We've got the Director of Communications for the lottery, Van Denton. He's answering your questions about the lottery. This is how you get your question to him. You can text the number 336-379-5775, and then you put in your question there. Please text only, do not call. All right, first and foremost, I know you want to talk about this new game that starts this weekend, and folks can win a car. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, it's a great new exciting game. It's called Corvette Cash, and it's a $5 scratch-off ticket. And in that game, North Carolinians can win 5 Corvettes.
Okay, and how long is this going to be going on for if they can win 5 Corvettes?
Well, you win 4 of those Corvettes instantly with this when you scratch off the ticket. And then we have a 5th one that will be in what we call a second chance drawing. So you enter your Corvette and Cash tickets into the second chance drawing, and that will sort of end the game. We will have a drawing to give away the 5th Corvette, and with each Corvette comes $100,000 in cash.
Okay, so you don't just get the Corvette, you get $100,000 in cash to fill up the Corvette.
Whatever you'd like to do with them. The Corvette, actually, you can go pick your own. We want to let you go pick the Corvette of your dreams, and it can have a value up to $109,000. That's a pretty nice car. Tanya, I think you look real good driving around in a little red Corvette.
Yes, okay. And so I'm just curious, when people go and pick it out, is it from like a Raleigh dealer or one wherever it is close to their hometown?
We're going to work with the winner to find a dealer close to them.
Okay, so that makes it even easier. And you said they're $5 tickets, they're scratch off, and they start this weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
So people can go and find them right now and win the car of their dreams by July 4th.
Yeah, we start new games on first Tuesday, which will be this coming Tuesday. But because it's a holiday weekend, those games are starting to show up in stores probably tonight, tomorrow. You can probably find one.
Okay. All right. So this next thing that we want to talk about is a game that is already going on, but you guys are kind of changing the game up a little bit, and it's called Lucky for Life.
Yeah, and what's important about this game, it's a draw game, is the for life part, because the top prize in this game is $365,000, essentially $1,000 a day. And we have drawings now on Monday and Thursday nights, and beginning Monday, July 19th, we have drawings every day. And so that prize keeps paying forever. If you win when you're 30, you're getting a check every year. If you win when you're 80, you're still getting that check.
All right, and a lot of people were asking, do you have to be known if you win one of these prizes?
Yes, in North Carolina, the people who win the lottery the information about that is public. We don't make people pose for photographs or do interviews. We don't make people share private information about themselves, but the law does require that everyone is public. You get your name, the city or town where you're from, the game you played, how much you won, and the date you did your claim.
All right, and so just to clarify that, it is a law. That is what our lawmakers put into play. It's not something that the lottery put into play, that you have to be named.
Yes, that's been there since the beginning of the lottery, but we actually think it's a good law because we think people want to know and see the real winners, and it builds, trust and has transparency for our games.
All right, so let's take a look at, because it is called the North Carolina Education Lottery, we want to take a look at how much to schools that the lottery provides. So we've got kind of a graphic there about how much to schools the lottery provides when it comes to money. And you have to remember, $709 million, that was in 2020. And so that is divided amongst the 100 counties.
Yeah, actually it was $729 million. In last year. That's the most we've ever raised. And it goes into about 5 education programs and then comes back to counties and local communities through those programs. So Guilford County, for example, received about $32 million in that money raised by the lottery. It's helping to build schools. It's providing scholarships to kids to go to State University Community College, supporting our NC Pre-K program for 4-year-olds. It's helping with school transportation, and it helps with the cover the costs of all the school staff. These are the administrative folks, not the teachers or principals, but the administrative staff. Their salaries are paid from the money raised by the lottery.
All right, and so I want to be really clear about that again and clarify. Teachers and that kind of thing, they do not get paid through lottery money.
Correct. They do not get paid from lottery money.
Okay.
It's the support staff.
It is the support staff. And so you heard him rattle off a whole bunch of things that the lottery does go for, but it does not pay for everything in every single school district. So like Guilford County got $32 million, which is a great chunk of change, but it's not close to what the overall budget is. So because that was the next question of why can't schools pay all of their bills with the lottery? And that is not what happens as the way it is dispersed.
Yeah, I mean, I think what would help people understand that, Tanya, is just understand how much investment our state makes in public education. So if you took the state budget for K through 12 community colleges and state universities, that's $13 billion. And the lottery is raising, more than $725 million a year. So we're a small but important part of the way North Carolina is supporting public education.
All right, we're going to continue to take your questions. We kind of intermingled them with all of the new stuff as well. We're going to continue to take those questions. We'll see you back here for the next segment.